Previously on Sports Night.
Tomorrow night, you are going to go out to the Meadowlands and do a pre-interview.
Since when do we do pre-interview?
Since we booked Chris Patrick.
Somebody witnessed Christian Patrick in an otherwise empty locker room exposing himself to a woman.
What happened to your wrist?
What?
Natalie will deny reports that she was sexually assaulted in an empty locker room, and I'm including league security as well as press inquiries.
Private conversations in the corridor, secret meetings in Isaac's office. We'll have a car take you home. I'm already out of the loop.
You touch her again, I'm gonna have you killed.
But tomorrow, this guy's gonna fall down on both of us. I'm going over to the 23rd precinct, and I'm swearing out a warrant for your arrest.
We're back on Dan in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Next up, Steve Denton looks for a new gig, the Hawks defend a streak, and we answer the question, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
You're watching Sports Night on CSC, so come on back.
We're out. 2.5 minutes back. Okay, I don't think there's any way I could be colder.
What if you were wet?
I'd be very cold, but as cold as I'd be under that circumstance, I still don't think there'd be any discernible difference between how cold I'd be then and how cold I am now. That's how cold I am now.
So, you're cold.
I'm pretty cold.
We're taking care of it.
And if it's possible, I'd like to look just a little bit more like Elmer Fudd.
Natalie, do you have the SOT on Michigan State?
I'm sorry?
Michigan State?
I've got it.
I need it.
It was right here.
Where?
Here.
That's cool.
Don't panic.
I'm not losing my mind. Don't tell me not to panic.
Natalie.
I just had it.
Where?
Here.
Dan, heads up, I may have a change.
There's not going to be a change. It was right here.
We may not have the SOT for Michigan State.
We'll have it.
Natalie's right. This is professional television. Surely there's some kind of strict procedure that's followed when something like this happens.
Absolutely.
What is it?
Well, first, everyone stand up and see if you're sitting on it.
2 minutes back.
I'll find it.
I'll help her look.
Don't worry about it.
Dana.
Jeremy, she's not gonna find it. Don't worry about it.
90 seconds back.
Did you get any sleep last night?
I don't remember. So I have a complaint. 2 complaints, actually.
You're cold.
3 complaints.
What are the first 2?
I haven't put these in any order.
Okay.
I haven't numbered them. I'm not conversationally anal retentive the way you are.
I'm conversationally anal retentive?
Yes, indeed.
Well, what are the other 2 complaints?
If I did number them, certainly high on the list would be the climate in this room.
Yeah, I think your position's pretty clear on that.
60 seconds back.
Well, what are the other 2?
You're too hard on Rostenkowski.
Oh, please.
You are.
I am not.
You've been riding him all week.
Dan, he made a bonehead move on 4th down with the game on the line. It's not the first time he's made a bonehead move. I'm a commentator. I'm a pundit. I am doing my job.
You're a pundit?
I'm a pundit.
Your parents must be very proud.
They are.
30 seconds.
What's your second complaint?
The sound effects.
Oh, again with the sound
All
effects.
through the Rostenkowski piece. Clank. Wah, wah. What's with that?
I am bringing my point into stark relief.
With Casio keyboard sound effects.
We have very talented sound editors, right, Chris?
Thank you.
Will?
It's what I do.
You see, it's what Will does. Suit yourself.
Danny, he should not be the head coach of a major college football team.
Yeah, but he is, and you know what that job's like, so I'm just saying.
I can't find it.
It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's not a problem.
It is a problem, Dana. This isn't something that...
Natalie, it's not a problem. We've got problems we can use to fill. Yeah, guys, we're blowing off 80, 81, and 82. I've got promo fillers, so ride us out on the box set.
I'm sorry, everybody.
All right, don't worry about it. Hey, Dana?
Danny has some complaints. 3 complaints. In no particular order. Want to hear it?
Danny, you look like Elmer Fudd.
Okay, 4 complaints.
Dan, I spoke to building maintenance about the air conditioning. They're sending someone out.
The air conditioning.
Yeah.
That's good. But the problem we're having in the studio is with the heat.
Damn it.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, right. No problem.
Matt,
What?
you want to sit down for a sec, shoot the breeze?
I can't shoot the breeze right now, Dan. I have to do my job. Or Do you think it's just safer for everybody if I don't do anything?
No, I was just...
My 2 anchors are gonna die of hypothermia on the air, but that's okay, no problem, because Natalie's a little distracted. I'm not distracted, guys. I can do my job.
We know.
I've got to go get the air conditioning fixed.
The heat.
Yes, I know that. Thank you.
Also, if you see Casey, tell him to lighten up on Rostenkowski. Oh, look, you're here.
Yeah.
Lighten up on Rostenkowski.
I stand by my position. I do it proudly, I do it vigorously, and I do it for the following 3 reasons.
Here come the table of contents.
I like to organize my thoughts.
We know.
Why are you looking at a dictionary?
I don't think pundit means what you think it means.
You're not going to let go of this.
You're not gonna let go of it.
Excuse me, but wasn't I sitting next to you for 2 weeks when you settled that Terrell Sprewell shouldn't be allowed to play professional basketball again?
Look, I know it's your alma mater, and I know you take that seriously, and I think that's great. But Rostenkowski blew a 4th down call in a college football game. Latrell Sprewell tried to strangle his coach. Is this one of those days when you have a hard time making the distinction?
We were this close to beating Miami. This close. Do you know how many times we've beaten Miami?
You've never beaten Miami.
Never beaten Miami. Now, who am I supposed to see about that?
A therapist?
And what was the upshot of the budget meeting?
We're gonna have to find a way to cut $17 million.
Excuse me?
Come on then.
I found it.
You found it?
I found it. I knew if I looked hard enough, I'd find it, and I found it.
What did you find?
A death threat.
To Natalie?
Yes. Anytime you've got 1,000 people sending letters and making phone calls, it's a pretty good bet that at least one of them's going to be out of his mind.
Jeremy, is this why you haven't been sleeping at night?
I don't need much sleep.
I don't want you obsessing about this.
It's not an obsession.
You look like you haven't slept in a week.
I'm fine.
Because, you know, network security's working with the FBI, and they pretty much have the bases covered.
Well, they don't have the bases covered because I intercepted this email this morning.
You shouldn't be reading Natalie's email.
It's the only way I can make sure that Natalie doesn't read Natalie's email.
I'm surprised she gave you her password. She won't even give it to me.
She didn't give it to me. I figured it out.
You figured it out?
Sure.
You figured out her password?
I thought, you know, how many 6-letter words could there be?
5,000.
14,200 and change. But I got it on the 38th try.
You gotta go to sleep right now.
Dear slut,
Don't read
you
it.
should never have been in that locker room where men have just played the game of football. You deserve what Christian Patrick gave you and more. And now a great football player with a passion and love for the game, passion with the less common SH spelling, has come under a cloud of speculation that's only serving to distract a team from its quest to win the Super Bowl. I hope you get killed.
We've seen the letter.
You've seen the letter?
It came yesterday. Natalie gave it to the police.
Natalie's seen it?
Of
I
course.
don't want her seeing this stuff.
Jeremy,
No, I don't want her seeing it.
Listen, do me a favor. Go away from me in the conference room. I want to talk to you.
I need to be doing something.
You will be. Go wait in the conference
Listen.
room. You're overtired. This is sleep deprivation. Go to the conference room and wait for me there.
I'm sorry I raised my voice.
We shouldn't worry, right? A reporter goes into a locker room, has a run-in with an athlete, the reporter becomes the story. That happens, right?
In my experience, about twice a year over the last 40 years.
Right. So why does this feel different?
Because it's happening to us.
Right. Okay, the budget.
Dear Casey McCall, lately I think you and me are the only ones who know anything about football. Rostenkowski should be run out of town on a rail, and you're just the man to do it.
I say you're man enough for 10 men.
Casey, Rostenkowski is a fraud, a bum, and a doddering old man. Me and my friends are totally with you. Keep up the good work. They tell me I'm all over the radio in the Great Lakes region.
Have you ever been to the Great Lakes?
Yeah, 4 of them.
How are they?
They're great. You're my favorite sports anchor ever. I never used to like sports, but you've so gotten me into it. Maybe because you're totally hot. Look me up, Tracy Devereaux, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
You made that up.
What's that say?
It's addressed to Dan.
Yeah, well, the point is I'm leading a groundswell.
Casey,
I'm leading a groundswell.
that's really nice for you. Listen, do me a favor. Double check any items you're getting in from Natalie. If anything's wrong, fix it yourself. The distractions are starting to get to her.
Oh, yeah, she's been screwing up pretty good lately.
Yeah, not like when you were going through the divorce.
I did my job with aplomb.
I remember some days you could barely find the building.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll watch your back?
I always do.
I know.
Good.
I need to get in there.
You look nice today.
Good.
No. I said you look nice. That's your cue to say thank you.
Thank you.
Why do you look nice?
Because I am nice.
You can say it, Dana.
I don't want to say it.
You do want to say it.
I don't want to say it, and you don't want me to say it.
I do want you to say it, and then I want you to see how much I don't care when you do.
What's in it for me?
Nothing.
I am dressed this way because I'm having dinner with Gordon after the show. I'm having dinner with Gordon, and I'm dressed this way because it's been my experience that when I do, Gordon becomes quite amorous, and it's my hope that Gordon act on his impulses this evening, quench his desire, and in so doing, quench mine. You happy?
That's all I wanted.
Good.
There is no reason for you to be secretive.
Fine.
I am not jealous of you and Gordon.
Can I get in the conference room?
Sure. Kim?
Yeah.
Make a note. I need to ruin Dana's dinner with Gordon.
You know, Jeremy, Don Quixote was a hero of my father's, and my father would like you. You're a very quixotic character.
Thank you.
However, my father would also say you're a fool.
That's entirely possible, but in my own defense, so is Don Quixote.
You like Natalie, don't you?
Me?
Yes.
Of course I like her.
No, that's not what I mean, Jeremy. I mean, you like Natalie, don't you?
Me?
Yes.
What was the question?
It's okay.
I haven't-
It's okay. I'm sure your love has been pure and chaste from afar.
It really has been.
I'll let you in on a secret. I think Natalie likes you as well.
I think so too.
Yes.
I've been getting that feeling.
Good.
I've had this sense. It's a faint, subtle
She's
thing,
been
but
throwing herself at you.
see, I didn't get that.
Trust me. So you know what I think you should do?
What?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Isn't that what I'm doing now?
No. Natalie's life has been turned upside down. She doesn't know whether she's coming or going. People harass her and take her pictures. The reporter's calling, the mail. She's frightened and confused. And I know you're frightened too, or you wouldn't be staying up all night plugging 6-letter words into a computer.
I'm not a big man, Dana. I can't beat people up, and I don't carry a gun. I'm a research analyst with a degree in applied mathematics, so this is what I do.
And that's cool, but that's not what she needs.
What does she need?
A quiet dinner. Just a quiet dinner in a safe place with someone she likes.
Who?
Jeremy?
Me, right.
Yes.
I can do that.
Good.
I can definitely do that.
Excellent. Now I need you to do something else.
Sure.
Go into my office, close the door, lie down on the couch, and take a nap.
I can't.
You can try.
I can't sleep.
You can try for a few hours.
These letters aren't going to stop coming just because I take her out to dinner.
I know.
I'll try and sleep.
14,200?
And change.
Very quixotic, my father would say about you.
Hey, you know what Danny said to me last night?
What did you say to him last night?
Told him he was conversationally inattentive.
Yeah, you are.
I am not.
You are too.
You guys need me for this fight?
No.
No, we're fine. How am I conversationally inattentive?
Let me answer that question in 4 parts, with a 4th part first and a 3rd part last. The 2nd part has 5
All right. Hey, did you talk to the sound guys about the Rostenkowski effects for
The
tonight?
crash and burn sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And?
They said they don't have it.
They don't have the crash and burn sound?
They don't have it.
Well, did you make the sound for them?
Yes. Hey, Elliot, who's the leading scorer in the Portland game?
McManus?
Okay.
You made the sound for them and they didn't have it.
That's right.
Uh-huh.
Kim, where are we on Sergei Fedorov?
When did you need that?
Now.
That sound.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Make the sound that you made.
Casey, I made the sound.
Make it.
What?
That's not the sound.
That's the sound.
Chris, Will, be with me now. Crash and burn. Can you do it? Got it.
Excuse me, Dan?
Jeremy,
Am I interrupting?
I thought you were asleep.
Huh?
Dana said you were asleep in her office.
No, I've been running some stats through a program. I'm trying to choose an appropriate restaurant.
Listen to me seriously. You gotta get some sleep. I once stayed up 72 hours straight studying for a biochem midterm. You know what happened next?
No.
Me neither, man, because I passed out in my girlfriend's dorm room and didn't wake up until like graduation.
How'd you do in the midterm?
I aced it. That's not the point.
What's the point?
You're running stats on restaurants?
I want to take Natalie to dinner, and I want to do it right. I wrote some software that helps me factor in menu, ambiance, location, any number of elements that can be translated into binomial functions. It's based on the 4th generation of L7 software that runs with the old Omni applications. It doesn't allow for trends, and it's not as fast as I'd like it to be, but it's
Hang on.
solid piece.
Time out. Let me just get this straight here. I'm sorry. You designed some software?
Just an application.
Jeremy.
See, Dana seems to think that I can help Natalie out if I take her to dinner.
Listen
Dan, this may be my only chance with
Listen
Natalie.
up.
You know what she likes, and you know all the hot places in
Jeremy.
the city. Please help me get the restaurant. It
Listen
has-
up! You need to go to sleep. It's dangerous. Really.
Okay.
Make it someplace that you like. Restaurants, they don't impress women as much as we think they do, and food always tastes good on the first date. You're not in Vegas, and you're not in L.A. You are in the most magnificent city in the world. It's the city of Gershwin and Cole Porter. Damon Runyon and Fiorella LaGuardia. Surprise her, but make her feel comfortable. Make it different, but make her feel at home. But mostly, make it someplace that you like.
Where is that restaurant?
I'll let you know when I find it.
Dan, we need you in makeup. Three minutes to air, we're 3 minutes out.
Hey, Casey. Hey, Gordon, what's happening? Oh, boy, this place really hops. It's showtime, huh? It's like a real television show. Yeah, we got cameras and everything.
Honey, I gotta go check on some things. You don't have to talk to Casey if you don't want to, and if he says anything you don't like, you should feel free to take a swing at him.
Feisty girl. Yeah, she's a pip. Oh, I gotta tell you, when she wears that outfit. I heard. Oh, by the way, for what it's worth, I'm right with you on this Rostenkowski thing. Thank you. It's a terrible call. Lost the game? I don't know how he makes that call. Yeah. Any idiot knows you hand it to Jermaine, you send him up the middle. Yeah. Well, you're not going to go up the middle against an 8-man front, but still. Oh, still. Maybe you run a play-action fake, you toss it off the tight end out in the flat. The problem with that is that without establishing a running game first, no one's going to bite down on the play fake. Oh, but still. Still. A post pattern, a slant. He'd be going against a defensive back who was second-team All-American as a true freshman. What would you have called? Me? Yeah. The thing is, I haven't watched film all week. I haven't seen scouting reports. I don't have an offensive coordinator talking in my ear. I don't have 80,000 fans screaming in my face. So it's easy for me. I don't have 10 million people watching at home on TV, including a pack of rabid alumni. I've had 3 days to think about it. He had 7 seconds. So it's a lot easier for me to make that decision than it was for him. But since you asked me what play I'd have called, I'll tell you. Now that I think about it, I have no idea.
Gordon, Dan asked me to show you to the green room.
Oh, thanks. Casey? Gordon? Hey, Dana?
Yeah.
Can you put in an alternate 44 and stretch the NBA roll after the second C break?
Think so? Why?
I'm blowing off the Rostenkowski thing.
We're live in 60 seconds. Roll VTR.
I'm blowing off the Rostenkowski.
Attaboy.
I gave in.
Yes.
I saw the light.
Good.
I rose above myself, and I did it for the following 3 reasons.
We actually don't have time for this right now.
30 seconds.
Let's go. Have a good show, everybody.
Losing to 4th-seeded Monica Seles in the second round. Time for our weekly edition of You Should Know. Daniel?
You know, here at Sports Night, we get a lot of mail. Most of it goes something like this. Casey, Dan, you two obviously know a lot about sports. But what can you tell us about legendary Italian song stylist Tony Orlando? Well, you should know that Tony Orlando is not Italian. And if you guessed that the man was of Latin descent, you'd be incorrect as well. Mr. Tony Orlando hails from Greece. We thought you should know that.
That just about does it for tonight's show. It's a holiday weekend, so if you're driving out to the stadium tomorrow, please remember to take your car. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We're out.
What's that?
That was supposed to be Troy Aikman. There was nothing on the teleprompter.
So you ad-libbed Tony Orlando?
That's all I can think of.
Tony Orlando.
I had Natalie writing a new copy to fill for the gap Casey left when he pulled the Rostenkowski thing. The copy never made it on the teleprompter. We screwed up, and thanks for covering.
Is Tony Orlando Greek?
How the hell do I know?
I can't deny that Natalie's making things interesting around
Not
here.
a word to Natalie.
All right, that's enough. You guys are so mic'd for crying out loud. I can hear every word you're saying.
Hey, Natalie, it's not like that, really. We were just laughing at...
Me?
Natalie.
Absolutely not.
Why not? Why aren't you laughing at me? Why aren't you mad at me? Dan, you just had to ad-lib a 30-second segment in the freezing cold, and God knows what graphic I put on the screen. Look, all I want is to get it right, and when I don't, I expect to be treated like a professional. I expect to be yelled at. I want to be treated like the show is still important. I want to be treated like my job is still important.
The show is important, and your job is important.
Then why won't anybody yell at me?
Because we like you. Because you're one of us. Because you're always there anytime one of us is in trouble.
Like me.
Like me.
Like them.
And you.
When have I... Doesn't matter. The point is, when someone's feeling helpless about the nicest gift you can give is to let them help you. It's the gift of receiving as opposed to giving, and that's a gift you're in a position to give right now. Does that make sense?
I couldn't follow it.
And was I talking to you? I'm going home. Oh, Natalie, don't go home mad.
I'm not mad.
Oh, Natalie.
He found it.
Jeremy? Jeremy? Wake up.
What? Oh, God.
Did you do this?
Oh, boy.
Did you do this?
Yeah.
Is this for me? Don't look at Dan. Is this for me?
Yeah.
And this was meant to be some kind of charity?
No, not charity. I just wanted to do something.
Why?
I like you.
You look awfully tired, Jeremy. When was the last time you slept?
I don't really remember.
Is that because of me?
Yeah. Oh, look, I'll clean this stuff up. It'll take a second.
Sit down. Lie down here. Touch your head.
You guys have something better to do?
Not really.
Oh. Yes, I do. I have him. Whoa, God.
I'll see you in the morning.
Listen, he's gonna be asleep for a while, and I wouldn't mind the company. You want to have a drink with me?
Gee, yeah. I would, but I've got Gordon waiting in the green room, and we're going out to dinner.
I'll see you in the morning.
Natalie,
Yeah.
you've been screwing up all week, and it's got to stop. Get your act together and do it fast. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Good.
Thanks.
You're welcome.